last economic report, I noticed that the market was going green. So everything reached new all-time high, SPY reached all-time high, and also QQQ. So that's a good indication to show us that the market is in our favor on the bullish side. So I would say if you're going against the market, be careful because you don't want to go against the trend. Always follow the trend just to make sure that you're able to stick to your analysis and be able to make money the right way. But this is just a seasonality chart just to have a better understanding how the market is going. And from my perspective, I believe that the market will continue going up, as in the shown previously in other years. And December is the month where a lot of people have a lot of money and that they want to give to the market. And also with this year, inflation is decreasing due to the Federal Reserve as they continue cutting the rates, and that's going to allow consumer and businesses to utilize different assets of what America have for us, such as business credit or any kind of credit to be able to fund their business. And this will help corporation be able to increase their revenue when it comes to their earnings and also be able to share more of their stocks. You go to the next slide. So for this week, this is the U.S. Economic Report speakers for this week. I would say the important days for this week will be Wednesday and Thursday because Wednesday we'll be receiving the Consumer Price Index and also the CPI year over year. And for Thursday, we're going to be receiving the Producer Price Index. So with those two dates, those are going to give us an understanding of how we are doing in the economy. And if those reports come out very well, then the then the rest of the year, I believe that we'll continue reaching new all-time highs. There will be no bearish moment. And if the report come out well, just know that the market will continue reaching all-time highs. So a lot of money going to continue flowing in for the rest of the year if these two reports come out very well. And not much going on in terms of any Fed speakers, but these will be the two important days to pay attention. You go to the next slide.
What were those reports again, Rich?
That's for Wednesday, it will be the CPI year over year and also the consumer price index. That's on Wednesday. And for Thursday, we'll be receiving the producer price index. So with those two reports, it will help us understand how the market is doing. And also, if those reports come out well, just know inflation will continue decreasing and the Federal Reserve will most likely cut the rates for us. So this week is the earning for the week of December 9th. We have a couple of good companies that are having earnings on each specific days. For Mondays, I know Oracle is a good company to look over. AutoZone, majority of us have a car, so we utilize AutoZone for their equipments to fix our cars. GameStop for anyone that's into games. Macy's and Adobe are good retail company to pay attention, and also Costco. Those are the ones that I'm familiar with. But if you're familiar with any of these other companies that you may believe may do well in their earnings, you should do some research to see if they'll reach their earning report. And if they do well, just know that the company will continue going up. But some of these are retail companies that are having earnings this week. So we're slowly getting more closer and closer to the end of this quarter as we continue having different earnings for every week. So for this is my chart. We are looking at SPY, and what I have done, this is the yearly to see where we are going for the rest of the year. So if you look at the top, I indicated that we had reached all-time high last week where we were able to go above close to 609, but we retraced back to 607 before this week is over. And if you're looking at the chart, you see that we're continuing reaching new all-time highs every week. And I believe we'll continue going up. As we continue going up, it will give us more favor on the bullish side. But as of next year, I believe we will retrace back into the areas where we gapped up, meaning that we basically jumped up a couple of numbers, and the boxes indicate the gaps that I indicated to see like where we will go back down if we start selling next month or 2025. And also, this is the QQQ. QQQ are indication of the top tech companies in the US. And also, QQQ also have reached its all-time highs last week, where it stopped at 226. And for this week, we'll likely see that QQQ will go above this. If it does go above this, then that is great news because the other tech companies such as Amazon, Apple, Nvidia will continue going up because it's part of the QQQ index portfolio. And also, I put some boxes to indicate the different gaps where QQQ had jumped a couple of numbers. So, for my prediction, I believe the market will go up for the rest of the year. But as of next year, we'll have to be careful because a lot of people may start selling just to receive their gain. And also, correction may come into the market just so that the numbers are clear. Okay. And also, I wanted to showcase cryptocurrency. So, Bitcoin have reached 100K this month. I don't know anyone that had paid attention last week where Bitcoin had reached its 100K marks. And this is like a new milestone for Bitcoin because as it reaches 100K, the next goal will be a million. I know a lot of people are excited for Bitcoin reaching 100K because whoever held it the beginning of where Bitcoin started made a lot of money. And a lot of people are starting to believe Bitcoin more and more. I just recently seen an article where Amazon is may add Bitcoin to their balance sheets, just how Microsoft had the privilege to do so. But I'm not sure if Amazon will likely do that. But I believe Bitcoin will continue going up for the rest of the year. As of 2025, it's going to be a bullish year because of cryptocurrency. A lot of these projects are being utilized at this moment. And also, I want to indicate with Bitcoin reaching all-time highs, it's slowly starting to slow down because of this dominant. I'll be able to share more about the Bitcoin dominant on the next slides to share more about the altcoins because we're in the altcoin season at this moment. So, with this graph, it showcased the CMC altcoin season index, basically just sharing information that we are in a new season. I believe the Bitcoin season just recently finished as it reaches all-time highs, but Bitcoin will continue going up, from my understanding. But currently, right now, we're in altcoins. As in altcoins, meaning that the other projects besides Bitcoin. And if you pay attention to different altcoins projects like XRP, Chainlink, Polkadot, or Binance, they're reaching new all-time highs. So if you see one of your projects that you like to invest in, I would say start putting your money in now because this is the beginning of the altcoin season. Usually it lasts from January maybe to May, depending on what project that you're investing into. But you can make a lot of money if you start putting into those certain altcoins that you favor, and then just hold, just wait until it reaches new all-time high. And then if you feel like you reach your goal in terms of profit, just sell so that you don't have any conviction when it go down. And if you go to the next slides, it will showcase a graph that I have found on Twitter. This is basically showcasing 2019 and 2021 and 2023 to 2025, where the amount of money that was flowing in the crypto space, as you can see for 2019 to 2021, the highest that it went to is 1.12 trillion. And for 2023 to 2025, a lot of people are predicting that it's going to double, meaning that the altcoins are going to reach even higher all-time high, maybe double to their all-time highs of where it's at. But if you utilize the coin market cap, it will give you like an indication of how much money is flowing in the crypto space. I know today when I was looking at it, it showed 3.7 trillion that's moving in the crypto space. So like every day, the number is always increasing because more and more people are investing in cryptocurrency, and it's altcoin season. So a lot of people are believing in different kind of altcoins to explode. So I would say if you're trying to understand what's a good altcoin to invest in, you can always look at the top 30s. And with the top 30s will be give you a good indication of the altcoins that would do well. But if you've been investing in cryptocurrency from like the last bull round and you are familiar with these different projects, then you'll know what's going to go up. And the next slide is going to give you like the top 100 coin performance over the 90 days. So these are all the different kinds of altcoins that have been doing well for these last 90 days, including some meme coins. So as you can see, XRP is number three. I know Jordan spoke about it last week and have a lot of good favor about XRP. Dodge is another one. Everybody, I don't know if anyone's familiar with the last bull run with Dodge reached almost to $1, and everyone was investing their money into Dodge because of the likelihood of making people more money. But these are the different kinds of meme coins and altcoins that have been doing well for the last 90 days. So I would say just do your research on the ones that you may like and then just put your money in and just wait, because if you have patience, you'll be able to make a lot of money in this market. And I would say start now. Don't wait till next year, because once next year start and Donald Trump get in office, just know a lot of things is going to change very rapidly. So you don't want to get left behind. So I would say just start loading up this month before this year is over. You know, put your money in these altcoins. If you need like a little bit help of understanding like how to calculate how much money that you want to put in your altcoin, it's a website that I go on. It's called CoinStat Calculator, basically for cryptocurrency. If we have time, I could show you how I um have my theory of what altcoin is going to go up, and it's pretty simple. Like, if you buy it now and you look at their all-time high, and then you calculate it from there, you can see how much money that you'll possibly gain. And that's all for me. Now it's your
Man,
turn, Jordan.
actually, going back to this, man, I actually love the fact that somebody asked a question in the chat earlier, and they were talking about specifically, it was a post regarding HBAR, XLM, XRP. Just to give you an idea, again, these and even IOTA was on there. I think Algo was on there. We're talking about the ISO 222 tokens that have passed regulatory clarity. So, what I mean by that is meaning that a lot of the institutions and you know those type of the institutions and even the centralized the centralized nature or the centralized economy that we have now, these are set to be the technology, because crypto also, guys, is a technology, right? It's based on blockchain, but with these coins being or having regulatory clarity or regulatory clearance, so to speak, I mean, it's a reason why they're jumping how they're jumping, right? I think these three will be great in anybody's portfolio. I just do. You guys know how I feel about XRP, as Rich said. I might be an XRP maxi. I think I'm growing to that 150,000%. I've been talking about XRP for the past like 4 years. And it just, to me, I mean, I just know what's gonna happen, right? H bar, a couple different things, but that I think this is a great graph you want to pull it up. So that's fantastic. As Rich spoke about these different things, it's some silent killers that I just want to talk about. And if you guys were on with me this past Thursday, right? If you were on this past Thursday, drop some fires in the chat, because we got to talk about wallets, right? And a question that was asked about, the safety of crypto and all this other stuff. I have to tell you guys something, that the only thing that could be a threat to the blockchain or certain blockchains, so to speak, is something called quantum computing. And there's this stock that I believe 100% God put in my view Friday morning. Okay. Why I did not trade it, I don't know, but I had to rebuke myself and apologize to God, because it came to me right after I was done with my reading the word. Right. I'm reading the word. All of a sudden, I'm still praying in the spirit, and then this thing pops up talking about this specific stock. And it was somebody on CNBC. He was talking about quantum computing. They were talking about how BlackRock invested into this space heavily. You guys, again, BlackRock has over trillions of dollars in assets that they manage, and they throw it into money. I mean, they throw their money into these different organizations, stocks, and even crypto. And for me, this specific thing went up. I mean, it was at like $3 at open. I literally charted it and everything. And I went away from it, got on the trade of QQQ. It did the trade, that trade did not do well. But I went to go look back at this stock and this thing had went up like $7. All right, this thing went up like I mean not $7. It went up like $2, but it went to like $5 to $7 or something crazy like that. And not only this one, but all the other quantum computing stocks as well. So what we're seeing is that because of the movement of in transition to the blockchain and crypto space, this quantum computing technology, guys, is next up. I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it boldly. If we have foresight into the future about what could possibly attack AI or crypto, it is quantum computing. These things will grow. If you don't know what quantum computing is, they're like a supercomputer on steroids. It's like a supercomputer times 100. Okay, it just get the job done, right? And they're even building. I was doing some research. They have some quantum computing or quantum resistant technology as far as crypto that is being come out. They have quantum computing cryptography. All that means is that it's code that's super resistant to any computer, no matter what it is, right? So these things are being developed. I think IOTA is creating some different things in that aspect. Ethereum itself, which is always going to attract institutional investors, they're looking to add that technology to the blockchain, and then also, I mean, guys, the list goes on, right? So we'll definitely be talking about that soon. Quantum computing alone, because that I think God is highlighting that for me, and I think it's something to share just to check out, right? And also Binance, man. If you guys don't know, we haven't spoken about Binance. And Binance wasn't even on that altcoin graph, which is crazy because Binance has went up crazy in this year. I think if I pulled up coinmarketcap.com, I mean Binance is still sitting at number 6. And in the past, what is it? And a lot of stuff has happened with Binance, especially with their CEO. The fact that they're still in the top 10 and their CEO was arrested. One, it was because I don't really think it was too much of what he did. I just think it's because of they're trying to slow some things down and stop. It's a lot of dirty stuff going on, guys, in this game with trying to slow down crypto. But in the past month, I mean, how much has this thing gone up? I mean, in the past month, it went up 17%, but I think in the past year, it went up 204%. Now, this thing went up crazily from like $300 to about 500 in March, 600 in March, and it's been climbing ever since. Um, and let me go ahead and just share this screen. This is a picture of Binance from this entire year, right? So BNB, I think, is a very, very quality coin. And one that it's like an OG crypto. It really is. Again, we're some of you that have the BlackChain token, you know that we're on the BNB network for BlackChain. It is a BEP20 token, meaning it's built on this specific blockchain. And it's something that, even as I look at it, maybe some because we were thinking about transitioning to a different blockchain, but this right here, I mean, it has so much regulatory clarity. A lot of institutional investors love Binance because of how long it's been around, because of the dominance. It just has a lot to offer. So if you ask me about some silent killer guys, silent killers is for me, it's still Binance, right? It's an OG crypto. It has been around for a long time. Even in the last bull run, it did crazy. And the fact that it's at $704 or $730 right now and nobody's talking about it, I think it's definitely something that needs to be shared here. That is a crypto you can definitely invest in. It is something that has been around for a very, very long time. And again, these quantum computing stocks, we got to look into them. As far as investing in the stocks for the long term, I am 100% not sure because we know that we have some things coming to America. I don't know what these different institutions are going to look like, but and there are cryptos that you can definitely invest in, but these are some things to look at, especially as far as trading goes and long-term investing. How to really gauge that, again, me personally, I'm not fully registered or sitting with stocks for a very, very long time. Towards as we go to the end of the year, and even as we open up January, I'm going to be transitioning fully into crypto and other assets, other than stocks for long term. But these are some things, especially even when stuff comes back online, when things hit the fan. For me, these are some things to look into. Okay, so quantum computing stocks, Binance, so on and so forth. And as we spoke about that, I do want to take some time to allow J Mac and Kalela to go ahead and just talk about some setups for this week. It's super important. And Danielle, you're 100% right. IBM, Chase, Barclays, they're all heavily in quantum computing because when you got to understand, guys, how do we think like a billionaire, right? This is something that we teach even in, even in coaching, right? You have to understand what is going on and what's going to happen. It's a reason why Elon Musk created Starlink. It's a reason why, as we transition, you have to think ahead. Okay, if blockchain is the new system, what can possibly attack that system? Well, it's quantum computing. So that means that these quantum computing companies are going to be needed to protect these new systems, right? They're already needed to protect our systems now. Quantum computing can destroy our system that we have. And that's something to note. It really can. Somebody talked about, Jackson was talking about certain attacks. Listen, those things can come. You got me? So as we talk about that, it's super important to know. I'll go ahead and bring J Mac up so he can share some of his setups for this week. And again, guys, listen, J Mac killed it this past Thursday, man. He killed it this past Thursday. Y'all drop some fires in the chat for him. I will let him take over. And also, please drop some fires in the chat for Rich, man. That was an awesome overview. Rich, you did a fantastic job, man. Thank you for that. You did your thing, brother. Um,
Thank you. You're welcome.
absolutely. But let's go ahead and J Mac, do your thing, man. Good to have you here. Go ahead and share. You should be able to share your screen.
All right, all right. Y'all can hear me? All right, cool. There we go. Let me, hey, what's up, y'all? This week, my eyes is really NASDAQ has been the same. I'm still my bias haven't changed. I still think we long. But if we look at ES, it's the same as NASDAQ, but we can see that we are ES is like a slower version of NASDAQ, not as volatile as NASDAQ. So you can see that ES will start going to stages where it affects NASDAQ and you be like, okay, I can possibly stay out of this market. So if ES is starting to look choppy and going sideways, we understand that on NASDAQ, it's going to look slow. It's going to look just like how it is right now. Sorry if it's moving a little slow, on my laptop over going crazy. So NASDAQ is still what I'm watching, but really, I'm really watching gas right now. This is natural gas. This is really what I'm really watching because I see a setup. We started at S1, a stage one, then it just opened. What is that? 5 o'clock, and it's always breaking, showing that it's money is coming into this market. So now I just want to see some type of setup coming in here, money coming back in, and I just buy stop this area right here and anticipate the attack on these highs all the way up here. And this is pretty much what I got up for this week. Gold and all these other things right now is not setting up for me the way I like it. As in for a lower time frame, this gonna be a 1 hour entry for this setup on natural gas. A lower time frame setup not really moving because they all in S1s. And I don't see real money coming into these markets at this time. It's only Sunday. We got, the whole week to see some stuff. But as of right now, this is it. This is all I got.
Yeah, and also, guys, to give you it's for those of you that don't know, I'm gonna ask this question, okay? I wanna see how many of you know this. Did you guys know that? Because Rich Annette spoke about QQQ earlier. Do you guys know that the QQQ ETF is designed to follow Nasdaq? Did you guys know that? Drop a two in the chat if you knew that. Okay, okay, Michelle, that's good. Drop a one in the chat if you didn't know that. Okay. Well, now you know, so that's good. So as you trade these different uh instruments, you guys know that when we're trading stocks, well, the QQQ ETF actually follows the Nasdaq 100, and it's set to really be right in alignment with it. That's what it's supposed to do. So that gives you an idea of, as JMac trades futures, right, and Rich will be looking more on the stock side. There's still similarities and things we got to pay attention to in the market. So as Rich addresses things with the QQQ, know that JMac is thinking about Nasdaq and how that looks for his chart, right? So just keep that in mind. But go ahead, JMac.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything else looks what's the term? Like not worth trading, not even worth looking at. Like I had gold over here. I was bearish. It's moving a little slow.
How has gold been this past month, right? Because I'm seeing a chart, right? But can you tell me a little bit about like what you've seen from it
Terrible.
this
I
period?
say because if we look at it right now, let me just clear all this out. Let me just delete everything. 306 drawings. I've been marking up over here. If we look at it, November started when? November started all the way with.
Yeah, every time I look at your chart, J Mac, I see S1s and S2s, man.
Man, look,
Drop some fires in the chat if you was on with J Mac on Thursday, man.
they're trying to tell
S1s
you
and S2s.
it formulates the market for you, so you can be like, oh, I know what range I'm in. You know, I don't
Correct.
gotta guess or nothing. I'm like, oh, we right here. Now, if it break down, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna walk away. But if it keep going up, might as well stay.
Okay.
But yeah, this whole November, look at this. Look at
Yeah.
this. It just dropped completely. And it's crazy
Yeah.
because the system that I have, you are able to trade this market. You're able to take these shorts and make a lot of money doing so.
Mhm.
But it's very risky because of the higher time frame context on this market.
And guys,
So
to give you guys some context, when J Mac uses the terminology short, right, that means he's trading it, believing that it's going down. So he's going to short gold. So it's going to go down. It's kind of like in with stock options, we'll say put or call. Well, short obviously is short, so it's going down, and long think up like a call. It's going up.
right, right, yeah. So now when we make shorts or sell a market or put a what is it, put or long? Right. Market's coming down.
Put short.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you could short the market at that time, but it's not going with the overall narrative. That's why I was saying it's risky. So once I saw that on these time frames, I'm like, there's nothing for me to do here. You know, I can walk away. There's nothing for me to do here. All this right here, if I was to make this money, I wouldn't feel like it was a part of my system to make this money. I'd be like, okay, I made it. Great. Thank you. But if it's not with my system that I made it, then I won't really have a feel for it. So right now, if I look at this right now, for me to go bullish on this market, I would need it to break this high right here. Because this right here was let me knock it out cleanly. So this was a S1, S2 all the way down. Then there's S1 here. So now for me, I would need price to break this previous S1 high just to let me know that, okay, order flow has switched to the bullish side. And then I can start play around in here to take price even higher. But if it hasn't done that, it's still short. So I can still take shorts in this market. There's market is still short at this time. There's no buyers in this market. Even though we see these bullish candles, we don't know what that's orchestrating. It could be orchestrating people to think it's bullish, then price take those orders, continue to go short. So at this time, it's still seemingly bearish. There's no bullish money coming into this market. So this whole last month of November, if you do short, good job. You make some money. But if you was trying to go long, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Hey, that's all I got to say. If you was trying to go
Man,
long with a market like that, hey,
all right, that's what's up, man.
uh,
Layla, do you got some setups for this week that you were looking at? I'm seeing this, man. Yeah, this. And guys, this is all trading view, guys. Did you guys do what you were supposed to do and download trading view? Do me a favor for everybody's on, drop a one in the chat if you got your trading view. I want to make sure you guys actually did it. If you guys have not got your trading view, you need to go download that app right now.
oof,
Go download it right now.
awesome. That's good. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I think that even as we look at this, man, and Rich, you know what, Rich? I want to do something real quick. I would love for you to go to Ethereum for me, man. I would love to. I just want to see what you think about Ethereum. And J Mac, if you don't mind it, I would love for you to do that real quick too. And guys,
Say
this
it
is a
again.
little bit. This
Do
is a
what?
little bit off script. Go to Ethereum for me.
Let me see. Let me see.
Yeah, Ethereum.
What's that? This right here, right?
You want to look at on my chart too? You say?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. The reason why, guys, because I've been trading Ethereum the past couple of days, man. It's been a little stagnant. It's been a little stagnant,
What
man.
time? What time frame you been trading it on?
I've been trading in the 15 minute, primarily 15 minute.
Yeah,
It's
you been
been,
bullish or bearish?
yeah, that thing been,
No,
it's,
Ethereum been going up. You
yeah,
can't
it's
you
been,
can't you can't be bearish on it because it's
yeah,
altcoin season. So it's like
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
I'm not
go
saying.
against these altcoins, you might hurt yourself.
Yeah, that's what
absolutely. Ethereum is like, it should be the leader of the alts. It should be the leader.
I said. Keep buying.
Right.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, it's a lot of people predicting that it's going to reach 10,000, but for me, I like Ethereum to go at least to 5,000, surpass its all-time high. But I don't know if it's gonna go higher than that. It all depends on how the altcoins goes, but it will reach new all-time high though. It's just going to take some time.
yeah,
It's almost there though. It's not too far.
yeah. I think it's gonna get there though.
Yeah, it will. It's going to get up there. It's just going to take time. But
Yeah.
it been going up though. This past week, it
I
been
don't see nothing
going up.
stopping it though. I don't see nothing stopping it.
Yeah, it's not, man. I just gotta be patient.
Yeah, the last all-time high was 4,300. Like
What's
no, 47,
Yeah, I'm gonna say it.
okay.
4,733.
So if you guys don't know, another thing that happened with Bitcoin, and did we talk about this week, Rich? About
Reaching its all-time high.
it's all time high. I know you mentioned that, but with the fact that the crypto czar, was it the czar or was it the no, the SEC chair, the guy, what's his name? Paul?
Or the person that got elected.
Yeah, man. Somebody just got elected for SEC chair, guys. He is crypto friendly. So they called another Bitcoin uproar. Um, I think it's Paul Frank, SEC chair. You got to remember these Paul Atkins. Paul
Yeah,
Atkins is SEC chair. Listen, guys, crypto is about to go insane, and I think that pushed it directly into that altcoin, that alt season. And listen, I think there's something to definitely talk about. I think J Mac, with the brokers that you use, do they pay you out in crypto?
Trader, yeah.
See, listen, guys, and we're talking about trading with leverage, trading with funds, trading, and the fact that payments are being given in crypto. I need you guys to understand something. All right, just we talk about every market and trading in every market, but one of the things that's a common theme is that crypto is received. Crypto is definitely received.
I'm gonna say, yeah, we talking about brokers.
Yeah. We'll hear some of the brokers, guys.
Oh, these are all brokers.
Yeah. And I think what we'll do is especially we'll have oh, they got paper trading right there. So
Yeah,
that's
paper
something
trading.
that so all of you that want to practice. So your trading view account and you press brokers, you have something called paper trading. So JMac is doing this live right now, okay? So he just did paper trading. So what happens is you guys can actually get on here and learn how to trade. And you see where it says buy or sell, right? You can get into a trade right here on this chart, right? You can see how much you would lose, how much you would make. You can practice, right? Now we're gonna be talking about lot sizes and stuff like that. And J-Mac, I'm gonna let you lead that one. But we'll be talking about lot sizes to get in and get out of a trade. To
Now
get out
this,
of a trade. Yeah. Because the reason why we're laughing, y'all, is because when you get into these trades, a lot of times it's gonna be based off your lot size. But most of the newer
yeah, that
platforms,
was random. That was random.
most of the newer platforms would allow you to see how much you're risking. That's all lot size means. It means how much that you're risking or how much leverage you have on the trade, and that type of stuff. So, we're gonna explain it to y'all, but this
Uh,
is great. I'm glad we did this live. That's what's up. So get your trading view connected. When you go to connect the broker, do paper trading and just practice trading. Right. Some of you have done trend lines, some of you have charted live. So just make sure you get in and practice it and just be looking out for things in the market, right? It's okay to buy and sell stocks at this time. You don't have to do options. You don't have to necessarily be a day trader, but you can pay attention and trade, right? People are buying cryptocurrencies. It's going up in 20% in a day and they're selling it, right? And they're investing it right back into Bitcoin. As Rich kind of harps on it and says it, okay? Um, and somebody asked, is that the same as risk management? I mean, it really just tells you how much you're risking. So the risk management is still up to you, but let's say because you have things called micro lots, right? So all that means is if I buy in to a certain instrument that I know and I know it's going to go up, the amount of leverage that I use or the capital that I use to invest in that trade is going to dictate also how much I'm able to make and how much I'm able to lose. So that risk management, you're going to have to set a stop loss, right? So J-Mac, I don't know if you could try to like get on the trade again and then just set
I
like
got you.
a
I
stop.
got
Yeah.
you.
So he's gonna get on the trade, but the risk management would be all right. I'm gonna set a stop loss. So your stop loss would be that would kind of gauge your risk management yourself, right? If you're talking about stock options, I'm gonna tell you if you lose more than 15-20%, it's good to get out of a trade on any trade. That means if I trade $100 or if I trade $200 or if I trade $1,000, if I'm losing 15 to 20%, I need to get out, right? That's just me. That's on any specific trade. Now, when you're trading futures and you're trading these instruments, like on the screen that JMac is doing, what happens is, I mean, you're trading with your lot size is going to be based and also the margin. So it's going to be based on the margin. The margin that you use is going to be based on how much capital that you have. So if I have $100,000 in here, I have to make sure that I'm not risking more than my account. It won't even let me make the trade or more than my margin is able to hold. It just won't let me make the trade, right? So JMac is putting in the trade right now. And obviously, guys, this is a market overview, so we will walk through this. But he's buying, what is this, JMac?
This is a GBP USD. This is a forex currency.
Okay, yeah, so he's buying a forex currency. As you can see on the screen, right? He is buying into it. He's setting his take profit. He's setting his stop loss, right? And these are all things that you can do on the chart. Okay, now as you guys continue to grow, we're going to have these sessions to where we go over this and only this. But you're seeing it live right now with J Mac. It's something I've been doing myself actually a lot more. Yeah, I'm actually been on Trade Locker, J Mac. So with Trade Locker and the the prop firm I'm with right now is actually
How are they? I came across them. How the
well, Trade Locker is the well, it's the
like
platform,
the
and
like the
then
platform? Yeah,
yeah, but they good. I mean, they just like Trading View. They literally, and I like it because you the same thing you're doing right now, I can do. I don't even mind showing you. Uh, and again, man, I got a whole bunch of stuff up on this chart, on this chart. So please forgive me. Um, I'll probably just have to do the same thing you did and eliminate all my drawings, but
man.
yeah.
It's a thought process thing, man. That's all it is.
Trend lines and everything. But right, literally, this is the chart, man. I mean, it's the same thing. Literally, it's pretty dope. Um, it's super dope, bro. Yeah, I like it a lot. And guys, this is just another platform that you can use to trade. This is a demo account, so I'm about to get funded. I am not funded just yet with this specific account. But when it comes to just learning the things of trade, you can go to Trading View and just do what J Mac just showed y'all. Um, this itself, I just like this platform. The mobile view is super friendly. It's the same way, right? So I can buy X amount of lots or whatever. And again, guys, see my margin. It says if I buy, it looks like 0.05. So these are micro lots. If I buy 5 micro lots, then my margin that I'm using is $991, right? And I can buy into this. It confirm a purchase that buy. I can go ahead. I can set my stop loss. Give me 1 second. So I can draft it. I can set it. I can put it in place where I can do my take profit, put it in place. And it's one of those things, guys. Again, we'll go over this. We'll go because I think it's gonna take like a real life teaching, and then after we get into that teaching, it'll be better, right? It'll be a lot better. But it's just something to note. Uh, so. But yeah, this is I like this. I like this platform a lot. I really do. So uh definitely, man, Trade Locker is really good. We got some questions. Is the paper trading available with the free trading view? No, absolutely. Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yes, it is. Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Go right
Oh,
ahead,
that's
y'all.
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's sweet.
yeah, and now listen, y'all, I just want to open it up for questions. Um, you know, because again, we did a nice market overview, but now we just want to take about 10 minutes or so for questions. So if you guys got any questions for it throughout the week, things that you heard last week, things that you're hearing in the news, let us know. Because this is the time we just want to add value to you guys and do exactly that. So go ahead and just share your questions. Don't be scared now.
Hmm.
Don't be scared now. Ask your questions, right? No question is a bad question. Um, and J Mac, I got a question for you. Uh, for gold, what has been the best time for you to trade it, even when you did trade it?
Gold,
Yeah.
it's roughly the same time I trade in the mornings from 7 to 12, but sometimes it's like now, like at like 6 to 8.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna talk about what I just did with gold.
Right.
No,
Right.
we 5R, but it was a rough 5R. There's a lot of stuff going into it. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me just go through it right now.
And then
I got a quick.
while he's doing that, man, I would love your take on the best altcoin that you have, like that you really believe. I want to know your top three altcoins, man.
Me or J Mac?
I want yours. I want to know your best, your top three altcoins. While he answering that, I want to know your top three altcoins because I'm interested in hearing from you. I really
My
am.
top three right now. Let me look at my. So Pancake Swap is one of them right now. I had calculated Pancake Swap, where Pancake Swap is at least, I think it's at $4. But let me share my screen just to give you like a better understanding why I chose Pancake Swap.
And for the person that asks about Microsoft and Bitcoin, Bitcoin really can't be in the works with anybody. And Bitcoin, you just buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin ain't controlled by nobody. No company has Bitcoin, but Microsoft is looking to have a reserve in Bitcoin. That's what that means. So pretty much that Microsoft is looking to purchase Bitcoin um, as a reserve currency or as an asset to have as a part of the different assets that the company owns. So Microsoft was looking to make a large purchase in Bitcoin. That's all that means. And I hope that makes sense. And go ahead, Rich. I see the pancake swap.
All right, Pancake Swap is one of my altcoins that I'm putting money in. So last bull cycle, altcoin went up to at least $42. So I made a prediction where, all right, if I bought Pancake Swap and I put like 1,000, and then Pancake Swap go back up to 42, you already make close to 10,000.
Wow. What
So
so I know that pancakes was used primarily because of and it's funny because this person just asked that, right? They said, do we trade meme coins?
I
I
mean, it,
have, but I don't do it primarily. I'm not gonna tell you to trade meme coins. You gotta be mindful of that. They're
I
gonna be
trade meme coins, but like Jordan said, you gotta be careful. But if you do trade meme coins, you gotta trade the top meme coins. Like, let me show you.
yeah.
Uh,
And as you go there, Pancake Swap guys, that was a place where I mean you could even go trade those meme coins. Because it's a swap, right? So it was an exchange, a decentralized exchange where you can go trade different currencies. But the reason why I brought it up too is because I feel like that may be Radium now. Pancake Swap, Radium may do what Pancake Swap did because it's not as popular anymore. You know what I mean? And I hope that makes sense.
now, but Pancake Swap will go up. Like if you like when
Okay.
I had showed trying to find I gotta find the top performance. Go back to the slide. So so I had a discussion with my friends, and we talk about Pancake Swap. But I believe Pancake Swap will go up because Pancake Swap has been here since the last bull run, and then
Right.
everybody using Pancake Swap during the last bull run.
Right.
And if we, oh, dang, trying to see how you say man out here, but Pancake Swap is right here. It went up 147, 147.66%, and I believe it's going to double that in this bull cycle. So Pancake Swap is one of mine on my list of altcoins.
Mm.
Um, back to the meme coin question. Doge is another one too. That's on my list right now. Even though I wish I invested in Doge when it was pretty low. But if you're going to invest in the meme coins, you got to be careful. I would say invest in the top ones. Like these are the top meme coins, the one that got listed on the exchange, like Pepe, Dog with Hat, Long, Brat. Majority of these meme coins are on the Solana ecosystem. So if you go on CoinGecko, and then you'd be able to like separate the different meme coins. So if you like the Solana ecosystem, you'll buy your meme coins on Solana. Dogwa's Hat is good. Popcat is another good one.
Three dollars
Pe-
and 64 cents. Crazy.
Pe- Peanut is good. Um, Cat in the dog world is good. So you just be mindful, like invest in the top meme coins, and also the AI coins that are under the meme coins are good too. Because as AI continue growing, it's going to like be able to do well in the crypto space. So like Turbo is a good one. Goat, Cerebros, those are the one that I'm common with. But I would say just invest in the top meme coin. Don't go into the meme coins where it's like it's new because you don't want to get caught up and somebody just rag pull and they just take all the money and you just stuck with zero.
Yeah. Go to type in TARS AI.
Charge AI,
Yeah, TARS and then space
TAR.
AI. AI. There it is. So I'm not sure why it's not up there, but this thing definitely over the past month has been performing well, and I've had my eye on it. When I'm invested in it, and I love it. It's not financial advice, but I think this is something very, very special.
It's a
Uh,
meme coin.
no, it's actually AI. It's AI driven. Um, and it's something to definitely look at because it's based on artificial intelligence. They're building some new technologies. You know, AI wants to pay other AIs. It's a lot going on, but
Yeah.
it's one of them things I'm looking at, man, for sure. So that it's not financial advice, but yeah, go look at that. Go look.
But but like I said, my top altcoins right now is Doge, Avalanche,
Hmm.
Chainlink, Polkadot. What else? Cake. I mentioned. I might also get some. I'm gonna look more into Filecoins. That's another good one.
Hmm.
Um, Fan Tom is a good one
Phantom,
too.
yeah, Phantom been doing really well.
And Sandbox. Sandbox, that's an OG one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
from the last one. It did very well. And it pretty much came up when everything was going up. Like look where it came from. Like if you had caught it
yeah.
early in November, it's almost $1. So that's easy money. But with me, like when I do my calculation, I'll go like over here to the coin stack. So if I'm putting 1,000, I'm just trying to see my gains, like whichever meme coin that's gonna make me at least 5,000 or more.
Yeah.
But depending on when you jump in, like all right, if we have put Doge. I mean Doge is pretty high right now, so you may have to put a little extra. But if those go to $1, you can make 1,000, close to 1,000. But the more you put, the more money you can make. But Doge is a cool altcoin to invest in. But if you got in early, you'll be able to make a lot more money. So it's like you just got to play with the numbers. Polkadot is one of my favorite ones too. I did a prediction like if Polkadot reaches all time high, like back to all time high, you can make close to 4,000. But if it doubles 105, you
Mm.
make 10.
Do XRP, man. Do XRP 1,000. Do it to let's do 500.
500.
Yeah.
500, you didn't make this much. But you gotta hold it. You gotta hold it for a long time.
I don't know, man. I think we see the next 2 years.
Yeah. I mean,
Next
if you
2
play with it like the common number, like 15,
15 is nice.
you make this
What
amount
about,
or
I've been hearing 19 for sure. What about 19? Okay.
6,000. So
Listen,
just this how I do to play with the numbers for which altcoin that you're going to invest in. And if the number makes sense to you, then go all in. But it's just gonna be like a game where you just have to be patient. And
that's
if you're able
coin
to be
stack.
patient, yeah, coin stack. I had shared it on the chat, so whoever want to look into it. But this is how I do my theory to see which altcoin is going to make me gains, and then that gains that I get, I'm gonna put it back in Bitcoin.
Okay. Perfect.
And they say you want to see my chart for Ethereum. So this is my chart for Ethereum. We're going to 15 minutes just to see how it looks for you. But yeah, this how I look at this Ethereum right now. I'll make it bigger.
It depends on, Danielle just asked the question, when do you sell? Depends on one, what you're investing in, and you have to have an exit plan. When you go into an
Yeah,
investment, you want to always have an exit plan, Danielle. So what do I mean when I say that, right? If I'm investing in Ethereum, I know that during this bull run, it may reach, it's definitely going to go past its all-time high. And also know that it has its capability of possibly doubling, right? So I gotta say in my mind, because of that, once it doubles, I'm going to sell it, or I'm going to hold it for the long haul because Ethereum is something that can grow over time, year over year. You got me? So when you look at it from that aspect, you want to say, why am I investing in this? How long do I see it going up, and when am I hearing? So if we're just trading on a day-to-day basis and I'm just making one trade and I want to sell it, when I get to 30%, definitely I'm selling. I might sell when I get to 20%. That's on one single trade. But if I'm investing for the long haul, if I'm expecting something to reach a certain price point, then I'm gonna sell it when it reaches the price point that I set for myself. Or when I feel like I made enough money on it, I'll sell it, right? But for the crypto cycle, there's always this peak place, this peak point in crypto. And at the peak, a lot of times that's when you want to sell in crypto, right? Uh, you just want to, right? And even as you look at the chart, you see a peak right there on Ethereum. Um, During that time, what was that, 2021, 2022? And as soon as that peak came, you start to see a whole lot of sales and the market went down. And what we're going to see is something similar happen. So as it peaks and it gets to a price that's absolutely past anything it's ever reached, then you're going to go, all right, it's going to be time to sell. It's when because you're having this conversation tonight, but one of the things I was talking about with somebody at ABC, Rich, is like if your little cousin or your great aunt or one of your coworkers that don't ever talk about crypto come and ask you about Bitcoin and Ethereum and all those different things, it might be a great time to sell because now
The
everybody talking about it.
Yeah, the retail. Once the retails come in, then the
Yeah,
retails can make the market go up. But
yeah,
as in as the days continue, more and more people will come in, and then slowly but surely people won't start selling. So like with the altcoin season, from my understanding, it usually from starts from January. It could either have a peak in March or it could have a peak in May. I realize May is a good indication because I know when I was investing in Doge in 2021, Doge had that same peak area where it almost hit $1. Um, that's too early.
and then the crypto winter is they say that when it's like the crypto bear market, but right now we are not in the winter or the bear market. We are going into crypto summer and absolute bull. Everything's about to blow up. We're just getting started.
Yeah, it's just the beginning. So I would say just buckle up and just start putting money in the different altcoins that you believe in and just sit and wait. Wait till next year where everything start ramping up. And from there, just make sure you have a goal of how much you want to make
Yeah,
out of the crypto space, and then make your profit and then get out. And once you get out, just be careful because once everything go back down, you don't want to be those people where you buy at the high and then you just gotta wait until they come back up so that you could be back to regular.
yeah, yeah. I mean, unless you invest in long term or you're doing dollar cost average, yeah. I mean, listen, Bitcoin long term investment. I believe XRP is a long term investment. You have to do your own research. Look at the markets, understand the markets, know when to buy, and especially when things go on sale. So during the crypto winter, things went on sale. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody that bought back then, they're winning now and they're going to continue to win. It's the same thing with the stocks. It's the same thing with even commodities, right? Gold will continue to increase in value over time. It's gold, right? So that's something you can always invest in over time. But these are just things that we're talking about. It looks like we got one more question, Rich, and then we'll go ahead and close. And I think this is for you, for your chart. She was at the iPhone. I'm not sure who you are. You can put your name. That would be great. But it says, are the red lines support resistance set by indicators, or do you draw them yourself?
I chart it myself. So what I do, I'll go back to my chart. I'll go to SPY just to make it easier.
Steven,
Chart.
what's up, Steven? I know Steven. What's up, brother?
I mean, it's really blue. I've been playing with two colors, but the lines that I created basically are my support and resistance. and they just tell me where the market is going. So right now, with this new all-time high, that's the resistance where the sellers don't want the market to go much higher. But as we look into the yearly, I mean to the monthly, the market been green. So this is the just looking at a micro sense. So the market been pretty much green this whole entire year. But if you go down to the different time frame, they just give you a better indication where the sellers and buyers are having their resistance or support. So this is the resistance line. This is support. So that's how I draw my line. I do it myself. So I'll go to line over here, and then the area where they have like some kind of shift where it's not able to go up, I'll draw a line right there. I'll draw another one right here. I'll draw another one right here. And then as you continue putting your lines, you don't got to put too much, but where it's like so much like friction, that's where you put the line. And then you go back to the candlesticks, and then you just fix it up to make it look good for you. And then these are the indicators that I use. This is the RSI, and this is the MACD. So the RSI just tell me who's in control. So right now we have the buyers in control, but when they touch on the RSI, when it touch, basically it might switch place in terms of the sellers may take control, and then the MACD just give you an indication if we're overbought or oversold. So right now we're about to head into oversold, meaning that there's a lot of greed, a lot of buyers in the market. So if it stay oversold for a long time or for a couple of days, just know that the market is going to continue going up. But if you look at the other time frame, it'll give you all different information of each. So this is the monthly, the weekly, the daily. But for me, primarily, I like to do my support and resistance on a 4 hour. Make it give me a little bit more information. But in terms of getting in the market, I look at it in a 15-minute. And the 15 minute is more so an area where I like to get in the market. And once I'm in from the 15-minute, I'll go back in a 4 hour, because if you look at the 15-minute, it'll kind of mess with your how you like your contract or how you like the market to go. But if you look at the 4 hour, it give you more of a long-term objective, and it will just keep your mind level-headed instead of looking at on the 15-minute, because it's moving rapidly. But if you understand where the market is going in the 4 hour, then you don't really gotta like go crazy if it go down, because you know it's going to go back up from the 4 hour information. Hope I was able to answer your question.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And listen, guys, we're gonna go with that one. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I also just want to say, listen, Rich is listen, he's an amazing trader. If you want to be on with us tomorrow morning, I was not tomorrow morning. I'm sorry, I got excited. Tuesday morning, Tuesday morning at 8:30. All right. You're going to be able to see Rich get on, talk about the markets. We'll be hitting this again, and we'll be trading. Wednesday, you'll be able to meet myself in the morning also. But then Layla in the evening, I'm excited about that. And also we got J Mac Thursday morning. But we also have an amazing talk this Friday. Some of you know that we had to push this talk to this Friday, and excuse my fur baby in the background, but we had to push this talk to this upcoming Friday, and the talk has to do with children in tech. You got me? So what does that mean? Why is it important for children to get ahead of tech? So if you got kids, if you got teenagers, if you got kids in college that you just know, or somebody in your neighborhood, listen, tell them about it, tell them to get on so they can understand, like, hey, it's a lot of opportunity for them. It's a lot of money to be made in certain sectors and a lot of things that can be built for the kingdom. It's so important for us to understand that. It's so important for us to do that. And I'm allow my co-hosts to just say anything they have to say, and then we'll go ahead and close for y'all.
Best advice I could share with everyone, just be mindful when you're trading this week. Read the news, because I feel like the news is going to be the main factor of how the rest of the year is going, especially in December. And just be careful. You don't have to jump in a trade if you don't see any things happening. So no trade is always a good trade. You'll be able to save your money. But in the end of the year, just know that the market will be going up. So just be mindful on the company that you're going to invest in. If you want to be on the safe side, SPY is a good company to put your money in. If you want to get some contracts, always look at the volume of each contract that you want to get in because it'll give you a better indication of how many people are in there. And also, if you do get a contract, best advice, try to get a contract that's going to end in January so that you have a lot of time to accumulate the money and also that you be able to have time if the contract go the opposite direction for that moment. But just be mindful, read the news, and just be careful. And put your money in these altcoins now because you don't want to miss the train. Once the train starts taking off, it's gonna go very far, and then you may have to jump at the high. So just start putting your money in now.
Yes, sir. J Mac, got any words for the people?
To piggyback off what Rich said, protect your money. Pretty much. Best trade is not to trade at all, especially if you don't see a setup. Just stay out. But if you see some, go ahead. Not financial advice though. It's up to you what you want to do. But just let you know if you see something that that convicts you, be like, okay, I like this. Let me do something and do it. But hey, if you don't see none, stay out. Always protect your capital and have a good trading week.
Absolutely. And listen, guys, so we see the questions in the chat, and I love Stephen, man, that you already answering stuff. That's what's up. But listen, guys, you can go and look at so many news places, Yahoo Finance, CNBC. You can look at Investopedia. Rich is looking at some stuff right now. He's dropping it in the chat. Definitely for crypto, coinmarketcap.com, Binance, CoinGecko. And what's the premier one, man? What's the it's Crypto Crew. We gotta drop that in the chat, man. I gotta drop this in the chat for y'all. This brother name is Teron Golden. Um, Great man, fully does this, and we know him personally. And his news for crypto is absolutely, is by far killing. He's killing it, right? So we're gonna drop that in the chat. So please, if you can follow that on social media as well. And listen, we'll probably have him on one of these conversations, one of these talks, because he's very big in crypto media. And so again, it's a blessing and a pleasure to know different people in the crypto space and people that are doing it for real. Yeah, and that's what it's about. You got me? So I'm going to drop the link to that website there. Drop it right here in the chat. So you guys can check it out right there. The Crypto Crew, that's a great website for you to look at all things crypto news, anything that could possibly just go ahead and impact the market. You got me? But we're going to go ahead and just end in prayer. Um, again, guys, at the end of the day, we could talk about all the things in finance and all the things about trading, but we got to know why we're doing it and what we're doing it for and where it's going. You got me? Be able to multiply it, right? God has given us the ability to multiply, to trade, and to establish his kingdom here on earth, right? And as we do that, we just benefit from it, right? And it's a blessing. It's a blessing that the things that we build in our wealth, they can be a ministry. And it's something that we got to make sure we maintain, right? Because as fast as we can get it, as fast as we can lose it. You got me? The Lord give it, and the Lord take it away. And we're gonna continue to be good stewards of what he continues to give us, what he continues to feed us and show us and provide for us, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and close this out in prayer. Spirit of living God, Lord, just fall fresh. Lord, I just thank you that you are here with us on this line. Thank you, Lord God, that, today's news was insightful, that the market overview was insightful, that you've given us everything that we need. And you have purposed plenty of things, Lord God. You have purposed us to make money. You have purposed us to trade, purposed us to multiply, purposed us, Lord God, to do all things through you who strengthen us. I just ask that your spirit continues to just motivate us, quicken us, Lord God, to make the right decisions at the right time. Just anoint our decision making in the markets. Anoint our decision making, even in when we trade. Anoint our decision making, Lord God, even in the places that we go, not only the things that we invest in, but the people we invest in, the places we invest in, and the things we invest in, Lord God, even our food. We just thank you, Lord God, that you are just helping us in our decision making all the way around. That the Spirit is with us, is protecting us, Lord God. I just declare your blood over everybody that was on this call tonight. I declare your fire has a protection around them, Lord God, and may your glory continue to shine forth and place us in a right place at the right time for your kingdom, for your power, and for your glory. We thank you for the manifestations of blessings that is coming from your heavenly places. And we thank you, Lord God, that by your stripes we are healed. We have every single last part of you, Lord God, with us, for us, and fighting for us. We just thank you for victory that is won. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. Y'all drop some fires in the chat for that. Amen. I will see you all Tuesday. So you'll be on with me and Rich, and then we'll roll right into this week. But God bless y'all. Be looking out for some more videos too as we drop them, and be on the lookout for anything that we just shared. You never know, we might pop up with a live tomorrow. You never know, right? I think I want to talk about the Hawk Tour girl that took everybody's money. And if you know who I'm talking about, then you know. If you don't know, then you're gonna have to find out. All right. But a lot of these meme coins, as somebody put it earlier, they just taking people's money, and it's not a good game. That's why we want to teach you guys how to invest responsibly. We're not going to say go get a whole bunch of meme coins, because again, we want to make spirit-led decisions and smart decisions. It's not to say that you can't make money in that market. You just got to know what you're doing. Okay, you have to know what you're doing. Don't just be out there willy-nilly. But we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. All right. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.
Good night.